Broly is coming. We are getting a brand new Broly and I cannot stop smiling. I actually fully can't stop smiling. I have the biggest grin on my face because we are getting a relentlessly surging power, wrathful Broly. Now, I know I'm late. I know I'm very late because this was announced at an event in the US a day or two ago. An event I didn't even know was going on. I just saw the information about this guy coming out. But I don't care. I don't care how late I am. I am so happy Broly is here, or he's going to be here. I have to talk about him. Let's move on to the card art because he looks fantastic. You know, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I am a massive Dragon Ball fan. Like pretty much anyone and everyone who plays Dokkan is. Because Dokkan's not really the greatest game in the world. It's just the IP that keeps us there. It's just the Dragon Ball name and characters that has kept, I'm sure, a lot of people there for as long as it has and given it the success it has. But as I was saying, I love Dragon Ball like a lot of people. I love everything about it. I love the games. I love the characters. I love the stories, everything. But even within Dragon Ball, there are certain characters that I like just a bit more than some of the others. And one of the characters that I really like is Broly. I love Broly. I love everything about Broly. I remember when the Frieza saga happened and we officially got the first Super Saiyan in what, like 1,000 years, and Goku transformed and he became the legend. Only for a little while later, a movie to release in which Broly was the antagonist and we were introduced to the legendary Super Saiyan. Not only did this guy go through the Z fighters like they were butter, he was slicing through them left, right and center, he was dominant, but he also had the Prince of all Saiyans. He had Vegeta quaking in his boots because he realized he was witnessing a legend. He realized that what he got, that what Goku achieved, that what Trunks achieved, it was all just a subpar version of what Broly had achieved, which was the actual legendary form in all its might. Because it was the form, because Vegeta always kind of looked at Goku and him achieving this form and it made no sense to him. This guy is so calm, he's so peaceful, he's so forgiving. What's going on? This isn't what I heard, this isn't what I knew. And then you had Broly, who was everything he had heard and all the stories he dreamed of as a kid, finally standing in front of him. And since then, I have not stopped being hyped up and loving Broly and everything he's about. So much so that when the new Broly movie came out, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe they were redoing a Broly story with a new character, new design, and new backstory, and they actually somehow made him just as cool, if not better. So I am so happy that he is coming out. He is one of my favourite characters, and I cannot wait to summon for him, though it does come with a problem, but that's a problem for when the summoning video happens. Right now, well, it's not even worth getting into. Let's finally have a look at him. He is Exploding Rage category allies, Ki +4, attack, HP and defense +200, I think it is. He does have an active skill which raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage. Let's look at his passive. Activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry. Ki +4, damage reduction +40 for 1 turn, and then Ki +3 and damage reduction +30 for 3 turns. So he gets a 70% damage reduction turn 1, and then he gets another 30% for turn 3 for the next 2 turns. Okay. Basic effect, attack and defense +260, guards all attack. So far, just doing what everyone does, nothing really stand out. For every attack performed, Ki +1 up to 5, defense +50% up to 400, and chance of performing a critical hit +20% up to 100. So this guy just automatically, within a few super attacks, gets up to 100. Not even a few, 5. So you just add him additionals, hope he does the 5 super attacks, he gets 100% crit, just like that. You might, if you're lucky, get the 100% crit off turn 1. If not, most cases, you'll probably get it turn 2. For every attack received, Ki +1 up to 5, attack +40% up to 300. Launches an additional super attack that has a high chance of becoming, additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack up to 4 times. Okay, so he gets a lot of Ki. He gets a whole bunch of Ki for every attack performed and received. He gets attack for every attack received. He gets defense for every attack performed. And he gets additionals for every attack received. So this guy wants to get hit and he wants to super attack. For every super attack the enemy launches at the character, attack and defense +30%. Oh, that's infinite. I mean, to be fair, that sounds like it could be broken, but how often are you going to know at what position an enemy is going to super attack, right? So at most, you might get 30%. If you're lucky, maybe 60% off of this. But that is quite really cool. I really like that. That is pretty cool. This is a character that's asking to be attacked, but he's also asking to get super attacked. Because if he can survive the super attack, he is just going to get that much better. When receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying it, attack +260 temporarily, and counters with tremendous power. Oh my god. Not only does he do all of that and everything else we just went through, he also nullifies unarmed super attacks, or has a great chance to, and then he counters, and that also builds him up. I want him. I really want Broly. I am ready to go 0 on stones for Broly. I really hope the Gogeta and Frieza luck doesn't carry over to this banner. I really want this Broly. As for the categories, I'm not too fussed about the link skills, but the categories: Exploding, Movie, Pure, Rapid, Giant, Ape, Gifted Warrior, Super Bosses, Uncontrollable Power, Mission Execution. Okay, it's not the worst. I mean, Giant Ape Power means he can link up with the Super Saiyan 4s, but I don't know if he fits. He doesn't fit under GT Gogeta's leader skill, obviously, but he might fit under one of the Great Ape Power leader skills. I don't know if it's worth doing that, or if he is just straight up a Movie Bosses team character. I don't even know why I just said that, but a character that just goes strictly on Movie Bosses more than anything else, but we will see. One thing I do know is the Tech Broly, the previous Movie Bosses Tech Broly, because every Broly for some reason has a Tech Broly. He's still very good. I used him in what was supposed to be today's video that will come out tomorrow, and he is still very good. So he does have partners and people he links with. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about what he does with his 18 and 20 key. I think we're done. Let's go back to Broly. I am so hyped for this guy. Like I said, I cannot wait for him to arrive. He is one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. I am very much looking forward to his arrival on Dokkan. I am going to call the video there. Thanks for watching, and peace.